All right, everyone. This is Real Talk with Nick, your host, Nicavelli King. And we got the one and only Mr. Kevin Williams, a.k.a. Willpower, a.k.a. Mr. 62. Just celebrated a birthday. I had to surprise him,
I'd like to just thank all you Nicavellians for wishing me a happy birthday.
Yeah.
May God bless all of y'all and all your lovely family.
See, I told you that
and Mr.
P hat.
Nicavelli too. God bless you.
Yeah. I told you that P hat meant party time. Nothing personal. It ain't no.
Nah, I didn't even party.
Nah, you talking about that Pacer cap. I had to tell him that P stood for party time. Yeah.
Because I'm protesting y'all trading open. I'm going to have it on again.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a short protest.
I just wanted to make my point. I'm not a Pacer fan. In no way, in shape, or form, a Pacer fan. I know their organization is suspect at best, but I'm not going to be talking that. I'm here to talk about Julius Randle today. Hey, Julius, you thought we forgot about you, didn't we? I'm going to roast your ass like a goat on the spit today.
Now, before you go in on the rotisserie, before you go in on the Nick rotisserie, I want to know, why are you targeting on Julius Randle?
I'm targeting Julius because he disappointed me, man, last season. And he did that before. So, you disappoint me, man. If you're not up to playing up to your potential, then don't play. That's it. Don't go out there and try to be a hero. That hero stuff got Willis Reed walking with a permanent limp all his life. May he rest in paradise. But I used to drag his leg. I know I used to play under him, and I saw him as my coach when I was in college. Okay, so, I used to always ask him, Coach, why's your leg? He told me, man, because he didn't. They shot him up with cortisone and put him out there. And his leg got even worsely damaged when he should have got the proper treatment. He should not have went out there. That's what I say. If you injured, don't play, man.
So are you saying that? So you saying that he sacrificed his body for New York to get a chip?
Right, and he sacrificed his leg, man, and it ain't function no more like it was supposed to. You understand what I'm saying to you? We don't know how serious Julius Randle's ankle is messed up until he comes back and play. You already severely injure your ankle, then you come back and severely injure it again. You might have damaged your ankle beyond the repair, but we'll see when you come back. I don't think Julius Randle's going to come back in time to start this season. If he does, it'll be a miracle.
Okay.
I'm being honest with you, because of the severity of that injury.
And what type of injury was that again?
He broke the bone in the front part of your ankle. That's like, normally when you break your ankle, you break the fulcrum or the pivot. No, he broke the front bone. So, that's the anchor bone. Like if you want to turn or pivot or turn your foot before you push off. And not only that, that's the push-off bone. That's the bone that gives you stability as you push off. So that's damaged. So we don't know how he's going to come back from that. But like I said, they got marvelous doctors. They got great new medicine. Maybe they can do that, which I don't know. But I'll say Julius probably be back in December. I don't see him coming back.
So you agree with somewhat what G5 was saying? G5 said the same thing.
Depending on the injury, yeah. He's not going to be coming. And if he does come back too soon and re-injure himself, he's not going to play most of this year. Okay? So, like I said, that injury, see how the ramifications and repercussions of it can affect your career. That's why when you're injured, don't play. When Kawhi Leonard got injured and he didn't play, you saw what happened when he got back healthy. He went and won a championship. So you got to understand that. Look at the successful models. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, now, when we speak it out of Julius Randle and his
heroes is for Captain Save-A-Hole niggas, okay? So just remember that.
Okay.
All right.
So let's just say Julius Randle took your advice, and when he had that injury, he sat out. With the Knicks, outcome would have been different. In the Miami Heat,
I can't.
If you was to gamble, man,
I can't hypothetically give you inference. But what I can do is say I would have loved to see Obi's growth spurt develop there by trial by fire. Sometimes you throw people into the fire and they get burnt, or sometimes they move. I believe Obi, one of them, you throw him in the fire, he's gonna make adjustments and move. But he was never given that opportunity. So hey, that's what I'm saying. A bad coaching, showing favoritism, doing the dumb stuff, won't rotate, won't develop your bench. Thibodeau plays an intricate role in enabling this idiot, this Julius Randle, stale orange juice playing ass nigga. That dude, yeah, okay. He enables this. How shall I say it? This inconsistency, because it affects other players, and in that case, it affected Obi and got him out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what do you say to those who say, you know what? You're ungrateful for everything that Randle has done for the New York Knicks. He needed more help. That boy showed up to play. His stats, you know, the infamous 25 and 10. What do you got to say to that, man?
Okay, I'm going to say this again. The regular season.
Break down Julius Randle.
No. You asked me a question. I'm going to answer you. The regular season is nothing but the organization, with the use of these 12 to 15 players, putting on 41 events at the Garden and making as much money as they can. And not only that, in doing those 41 games, hopefully getting more out of them than less, you should put yourself in a good position to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay? So now, the playoffs is the real season. So now, this is the season that will make you the world champions. In other words, this is the season to show who is the best in the league. And now in the playoffs, you see how the difference is, how the game gets rougher, how calls seem to disappear, how the refs seem to not play. Now it comes onto your skill and your physical ability and your mental will and your mental toughness. This is what this season is all about. This is where Julius plays like armadillo. Okay? Now, if you ask me again, for those people that keep saying, well, he brought us to the playoffs, yeah, but now it's a phase and a growth spurt. Nigga, you brought us to the playoffs twice. Now it's time for you to elevate your game and get us to the goddamn championship, dude. I don't want to hear it going to the second round, man. Oh, we just went to the playoffs. We've been going through this all for the last 50 years, and in the last 20, too. Okay, so when that dude asked you when was the last time the Knicks went to the Knicks went to the playoffs in 2020, where they got eliminated by Atlanta. That's the last time the Knicks been in the playoffs, besides this year here. Okay, so all that going back to Melo, and that was damn near 10 years ago. We gonna leave Melo in his Hall of Fame career right there, and we gonna talk about Julius Randle ass, okay, right now. That's what it is.
Okay. Now, Julius Randle, right?
Yes, sir.
He came in with the Knicks what year?
2019.
2019.
Right. He played with Marquise Morrison, Franklin Nikita. Who else did they have? I even think they might have had Mitchell Robinson there.
Well, Mitchell Robinson never left.
Right, but Mitchell Robinson was there.
Oh, at the time.
At
Okay.
that time.
Okay.
And, they had a pretty good team, okay? Because they had a pretty good bench. I got to look at their bench. But they finished 12th that year. So they didn't have a really good team, okay? And not only that, they didn't have a really good coach. That dude Fizdale, I never liked the way he coached. So that was a wasted year. The second year, they brought Thibodeau ass in. So, you know, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Thibodeau only been here 4 years, okay? So look at his record. I say out of the 4 years, 2 out of 4, he got us into the playoffs, into the first round, and eliminated us into the second round. So now, Thibodeau, your ass is on the line too, because you got to get us to the Eastern Conference Finals. And if you don't coach us right, you're not. You're going to have to use load management with some of your players. I'm sorry to tell your old ass that, but some guys got to get rested. Mainly your star, you got to rest him. And that's what I was trying to explain. Like, if you would have took those 10 games and rested Julius and rested Jalen Brunson to get those injuries out and develop Deuce and Emmanuel Quigley, or even give Emmanuel Quigley some rest. You understand? And put Swee in the game and let them dudes play those last 10 games. So that way, if injuries do occur, these guys are playoff ready. You done played them 10 games. They ready to get in there and go. You don't do that. You just leave them on the bench, let them sit there. And not only that, basketball is psychological. Once you got guys into the mental framework of playing, they ready to play. That's what the coach's job is to do. Get all 12 people ready to play and play to win. Thibodeau don't do that. Okay? And I'm just telling you. Now let me get back on Julius ass, because I ain't forget about you, Julius. Secondly, you ain't got no goddamn heart. See, I played with one of the best power forwards in the game, Maurice Lucas. He was a power forward, nigga. He was an anchor. You understand? When you play under somebody like that and he's leading us and making sure we playing right and we playing strong, it's night and day looking at how you be leading your team, Julius. You better look at the standard power forwards, how they hold it down, man. You don't do none of that. You let some white boy push you down on the ground and you on the ground, you know, come on. Man, if you don't get up off your ass and go up there and tax that boy upside his head, son.
So what white boy was this?
Bad.
What white boy was this?
That white boy, Fuzzy Zeller, pushed him because he, get rough in there. Knocked him down. He on the ground. Come here. Man, if you don't get your stupid dog pug mug ass up and start swinging, man, and exude some leadership. That's not leading on your ass, talking about come on. Then he get up there and muscle you. Then the other game, they beat you up in L.A. You get up and push Emmanuel Quigley, push the coach. Oh, hell no. Your ass better push them niggas that hit you, man. That's what I'm talking about. You don't hit your players. Then you say, fuck us. Hey, fuck you, man. I don't care what you do, 25 and 10. You better get 25 and 10, 35 and 10 in the fucking playoff.
So
don't bring your ass around here, no fucking. Get the fuck out of New York. I mean that shit. I'm tired of you. You better fucking come ready to play. And I ain't talking about the 82 games. You can take the regular season off as far as I'm concerned. You better bring your pug motherfucking Rastafarian sour blunt ass to that fucking playoff. You better be getting 25 and 30 in them motherfuckers. That's your season to me, Julius.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying that Julius Randle is not New York ready. You don't have the heart to play for the Knicks. Are you saying that, sir?
Julius Randle definitely got the heart to play for the Knicks. That nigga ain't got the heart to play in the playoffs. Fuck out of here. I try to tell you, man, when you go in the playoffs, your mind gotta be, I'm killing everybody. You gotta go in with a mind like you ain't coming back home. I'm killing everybody. And I don't got no room to make no mistakes. And I gotta go over my I's and dot my I's and cross my T's. I got a game plan that I gotta execute. And on my end, I'm winning my battle. And I'm gonna win by any means necessary. I put that in my mind. I come out there like that. And if you have that type of mindset, and I mean, I'm gonna knock whoever's in my way down. I don't give a fuck.
So do you think he have that mindset in the regular season? In the regular
season, it was easy for him because he had Jalen Brunson, Worley, and Dervish doing the shit he was doing. It was easy to have a master ball handler giving you the ball. That makes it easy. In the playoffs, man, all that's going out the window. It's now a physical aspect that you're gonna have to overcome. You understand? It's contact, and you've been playing non-contact. And what he does is complain to the refs instead of saying, okay, I'm going to go to the basket and bust that nigga in the head with your elbow.
And he going to get a check?
I don't care. You letting them niggas know. And after a while, knee a nigga in the gut. And then the refs going to be like, okay, they going to tell you calm down. Yeah, well, you better make the fucking call of Fuzzy Zeller going to the hospital. Understand? There's a
How are you helping your team?
I'm helping my team by establishing the physical aspect that we're going to be in control of it. You hear what I'm saying to you? Did you see what happened to Emmanuel Quigley because of the physical aspect of this game? He went limping off the fucking court.
What game is that? Be specific.
Miami Heat. You saw how physical that game got? They put a football play in by the name of, what's his name? Kyle Lowry. They put Kyle Lowry in there. And Kyle Lowry is a defensive football player. And fucked Emmanuel Quigley up. Sent them to the infirmary. I got videotape if you don't know. Okay. Because the Knicks ain't used to playing like that. Shall I go back to your choir boy motherfuckers that y'all play?
Now,
You want me to go back to choir boy?
now,
Huh?
comparing the Knicks of today to when the Knicks did have that defensive, tough style of game. We speak of Anthony Mason, Xavier McDaniel, Patrick Ewing, John Starks, Charles Oakley. I mean, if them Knicks had to play today's Knicks, what would the outcome be in the 7-game series?
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this. Let me just give you a 5. I'm gonna give you Doc Rivers. I'm gonna give you John Starks. Oh no, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna give you Doc Rivers. I'm gonna give you Allen Houston. I'm gonna give you Xavier McDaniel. And I'm gonna give you Charles Oakley. And I'm gonna give you Patrick Ewing. And I guarantee you, them 5 niggas will fuck the Knicks up. That team right there. Okay? There's no fucking way that Jalen Brunson is going to get around Doc Rivers' defense. And there's no fucking way no R.J. Barrett or whoever the fuck is going to stop Allen Houston. Okay? No fucking way. Now, I ain't putting John Starks there because, but I'm putting Allen Houston there because he's a little better shooter. But I'm just telling you, there's no fucking way that team there that will match up. Ain't no fucking way R.J. Barrett or Josh Hart is guarding no fucking Xavier McDaniel. There's no fucking way. And if you think that Julius Randle can fuck with Charles Oakley or Anthony Mason or one of them niggas down there, I'll show you a nigga named Fuzzy Zeller that showed me otherwise. And Patrick Ewing would torch Mitch. Serious. Got too much, he's got a lot of tools. He got more skills than Mitch. Okay? And he's gonna play Mitch ass too, physical too, because Patrick Ewing's a physical defender.
So, sir, you telling me?
I'm just telling you.
You're telling me that Doc Rivers was a better point guard than Jalen Brunson.
Doc Rivers is a better defender than Jalen Brunson. I ain't worried about him being a point guard. I want him to defend. Jalen Brunson can't guard no Doc Rivers. Jalen Brunson can't even guard a European trashy player over there in the FIBA League. So how you gonna guard Doc Rivers? Really? Now Josh Hart will have some problems with Allen Houston.
Okay.
And ain't no motherfucking way no string bean Canada nigga named R.J. Barrett is guarding no Xavier McDaniel. The matchups alone is letting you know this is going to be very one-sided. You honestly, truly believe that punk ass nigga Julius Randle could physically match up with Charles Oakley? You really fucking believe that? Once Oakley get the knocking that nigga upside his head, he's going to be like, oh, come on, man, come on. And Oakley going to be like, shut up, punk, shut up. You see, ain't no motherfucking way Julius Randle going to be punking Oakley. It don't match up, okay? And that's a fact. And if you guys think that bullshit team there can match up with that Knick team that went to the championship that lost to Houston, I want to hear this. I really do. But that team that you got here ain't nowhere near that team Pat Riley brought to the championship. Ain't nowhere near.
All right, now I'm not trying to start a civil war between our Knicks players, between the old and the new, but I just had to ask that.
I gave you an answer.
Okay. All right. I see you still got a little bit of birthday cake on your cheek, so
right.
I'm gonna let you have your way.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I got birthday cake.
I'm gonna let you have your way, buddy. Moving right along, man.
That's right.
Now, it was a lot of criticism when we speak of the Olympics, right? With the type of players. I think people were saying, that it was a lot of F players when you rate players, that we didn't have A-list players.
We didn't.
Okay. Now, I was looking at a tape, and it was saying something about there's a lot of players that would like to play in the Olympics, that we would have got better quality players.
Players like who?
Trae Young.
I think Trae Young would have been a little bit better than Jalen Brunson, to be honest.
And before we go into that, Trae Young. What's one of the Mellow Boy?
Who?
What's the father? He got the sons. He always in the sons' business.
You talking about John Morant?
Not John Morant. Oh, another one.
Yeah. He definitely would have been better if John would have played at the one. Yeah. Definitely.
And I was told that the reason for that is because a lot of them don't wear the Nike shoe. So
I didn't
I'm
know
hearing that it's
I
a
didn't
lot
know
of
that
politics.
endorsements and all of that had played a role in it.
Yeah,
Could have, because they got a lot of money in that.
and I'm hearing that if you don't wear the Nike shoe,
Then you're not gonna be on the team.
you're not going to be on the team, man.
So hey, that's why that's why y'all got 4Fs, because Nike's turned into a 4F company. Okay, and y'all a bunch of racist people too. So I got rid of all my Nikes. I wear Pumas now. I wear Filas. I don't wear Nike because I don't like the way y'all treat our black players. And Adidas, fuck y'all too. You understand?
Okay.
We're gonna have to get our own. We're gonna have to learn how to get our own sneaker brands, make our own sneakers, man. We got enough orthopedics, we got enough pediatrics, we got enough doctors, we got enough engineers to build our own stuff, man. So we don't have to be dealing with these riff-raff ass, evil ass white people that be trying to take us to the cleaners every time. And that's a fact.
Okay.
I don't mean to say that because there are some good white people, let me say that. But the criminal element white crackers, them is the ones that's giving us the problem. And these are the ones we gonna have to deal with.
Okay.
By any means necessary.
All right. Now I want to talk about the success of R.J. Barrett.
Right.
He brought home a bronze, man. He didn't come to the United States and went to his hometown, Canada. If he could play a fourth of what he displayed in the Olympics for the New York Knicks, would that drastically help New York City, man?
It would if he can be consistent, man. R.J. Barrett's not consistent, and that's due to the way flow and epic flow of games, man. Not a good defender, man.
So why was he defending? I mean, I didn't even see the Olympic games.
Dude,
was he defending in the Olympics?
Reeves was guarding him. He can't guard nobody. Austin Reeves, he can't guard nobody. So I don't see how he didn't get 30 on him. Okay? Because Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart wasn't guarding him. Josh Hart was trying to guard Brooks. And I don't care. Dylan Brooks destroyed the team, man. Dylan Brooks and Gilchrist Alexander is the ones that won that game. They was killing us, man. It was nothing Jalen Brunson could do with him, just like he didn't do nothing with him in the Garden. And it was nothing Josh Hart could do with Dylan Brooks. Okay? Neither could Mikal Bridges guard him.
So after seeing the performance...
So Mikal Bridges was the one that kept y'all in the game. That's why I was like, what game you was watching, G5? If it wasn't for Mikal Bridges hitting the last 7-8 points, y'all would have been out of that before the overtime. I'm talking about he was hitting jumpers with dudes on him. Like, he is a way better scorer than R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett got to spot up and shoot. R.J. Barrett don't do nothing but play off of what's given to him. He doesn't create anything.
What is Mikal Bridges coming home with? Around his neck? Nothing.
He's a better player than R.J. Barrett.
What is R.J. Barrett coming home with, man?
Listen.
Answer the question, man. I know you got a little bit of birthday cake on your move. Let's answer
that's not the NBA. That's some Euro trash basketball. And let me tell you something. Because of the socio-economic dynamics of the NBA wanting to take our children at 18, and being that at 18, our children are not socio-economically ready to take on the task of being a millionaire, because they still technically children, y'all reverted to bringing in these Euro trash peeing motherfuckers. That's now y'all running the league like they the niggas that's really the niggas, and they ain't shit. If y'all revert back to the real original rules, man to man, no zone, you understand, straight up, you gonna have to learn how to guard a nigga. I'll guarantee you the Europeans will be going back to Europea or Europe or Europa, where the fuck they come from. Over there, okay? You change the rules because you want the league to now become a worldwide European league. That's the league. That's the NBA doing that.
So you saying the NBA is turning into a FIBA?
Right.
No disrespect for interrupting this. What's name? I just want to say this man right here had the illest jump shot in the world. And for the kids wanted to beat him at one point.
What's up,
kids wanted to beat him at one point.
That's my boy.
Real big in the community.
That's my boy.
I was in the community. That's why I'm saying this.
That's my man.
That man right there.
Is this a birthday gift you giving to him? Because his birthday was yesterday.
Every day is birthday. Every day
That's
you wake
right.
up.
Tell you that every day my birthday.
Every day is birthday. God lets you wake up. It's your birthday.
That's right.
How bad was this man Kevin Wins, man?
Hey. Yo, the boy jump shot, man. That jump shot was. I'd rather give it to him.
He can play too. He's a
Let him give me your flowers, man. Let him give me your flowers, man.
I'm not a
Listen.
I learned a couple of things from him with that backboard.
That's it.
I don't think after
Didn't you learn from the
backboard
backboard?
and just kept on hitting that backboard. Batusi. That boy's a legend.
So if he was playing one-on-one against Julius Randle.
I'm sorry,
Julius Randle.
I would probably lose.
I'm sorry.
Julius Randle on the Knicks.
Randle.
Yeah, he would bully ball me.
Yo, I be losing on Randle and FanDuel, man. That nigga, he don't never hit the right points he's supposed to hit on FanDuel, man.
That's it, man.
That guy right there, though, I put my money on him.
I appreciate you.
Got King Chiba burn you to no higher.
That's right. God bless you, Goldie.
Genuine love.
That's right. That's
Oh,
my boy
shit.
right there.
You lucky I wasn't out there, man.
I'm loved it.
You lucky I wasn't out there on the court, man.
You would have got your ass busted.
Shit.
Man.
You lucky I wasn't out there.
I don't like to say that, but listen.
I give you your props, man. You did what I see.
Wise George Gervin explained to me when I was a young fella. He said, "Young fella, never take credit for things that people give you credit for, and then don't nod to things you didn't do." So I took that to heart. Always be humble, man.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, but I don't. If you really like, me, you be going around bragging about that. I don't do that.
Okay. I see.
We're doing this on Nick, and this is getting in Julius Randle's ass because I have a perspective, and I don't like how you leading us, man. You're not leading right. You're not leading us right, and that's why we keep getting the same old shit in the playoffs. We got to take that next step. It's like a leap of faith forward. And Julius, you got to lead us, man. Or we got to get somebody that can, and I think Jalen Brunson can. But we got to get a better bench. I think that the problem is that Thibodeau don't know how to develop bench players. He's just a 7. He's like an old coach that only play 8 guys, and that's no longer that type of coaching is obsolete now. The game has evolved into something else. You have to have at least 10, 12 guys playing for you now.
Is defense necessary in today's game, man? I asked G5 this question. He said defense is obsolete.
They're trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of the defensive concept, and I understand what he was saying. You can't stop the defense concept because regardless in transition, you're going to have to defend. Now, if you get a defensive coach that has an offensive twist, he can be a championship coach like the coach in Denver. He has a hard defensive system that leads to turnovers in an offensive break, sort of like Showtime, sort of like what McKinnon and Pat Riley perfected. But it's defensive orientated. It's based off of them forcing you into traps, causing turnovers, and forcing you into the big man, into their big man, into their hole. So once you get in there and you try to shoot, it's a block and they run it, or it's a steal and they run it. So you got to understand. And then you in Denver, so it's hard to get your breath there. Once they start going like this, you in trouble there. Okay, so that's what I see. The game is evolving. I think that defense can come back strong, but they're gonna have to take a defensive coach with a Kevin Mackey mentality.
Okay, now I want to piggyback because it seems like you putting all the blame on Julius, man. We got other players, man.
Who else am I gonna play?
So you think Julius Randle's the weakest link? That's what you're saying?
Julius Randle is the head, and when the head goes, guess what goes after? When the head goes, guess what? The body follows. You understand? So now, if you know you're the head, and what
makes Julius Randle the head? That's because he's a power forward.
He leads them in scoring. He leads them in scoring. Want me to say it again? He leads them in scoring. So he leads them because, like Joe Hammond said, yeah, defense is good, but basketball has always will and always be about getting buckets. So Julius Randle leads the New York Knicks in getting buckets. Jalen Brunson is a close second. Okay, so this is what it is. So now as a leader, you have to know, am I going to lead these guys to a regular season playoff position, or am I going to lead them to a playoff championship? You're going to have to decide. So far, you only led us to 4th place in the Eastern Conference, because last year you went to 5th. When I see you take the Eastern Conference, then I'll know y'all on your way to a championship. Do I think y'all gonna take the Eastern Conference this year? Hell the fuck no. Okay, so that's
And what's stopping us?
mainly the coach. But y'all gotta reassemble this team. And when y'all got rid of Obi Toppin, y'all don't got no backup for him. And I'm listening. Y'all gonna play RJ at the 4? I'm listening to some real crazy shit, man. You understand? I want to see RJ play the 4. That would be the most funniest shit I ever see.
Now, where did you hear this?
On Knicks fans TV, all the Knicks people that be talking about the Knicks, I listen to all of them. I listen to them and I grab it. A lot of it is trash, but some of it has a lot of tie into the organization. They only getting what the organization wants them to get.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Nick Fan TV. You know,
that's right.
Yeah, shout out to him.
CB the fan, he gives good coverage. Much respect him.
Another question I want to throw at you: would the Knicks be a better team if the offense ran through Barrett? If given the opportunity,
I would have to see that. I wouldn't doubt it. I believe that once RJ Barrett gets in rhythm, he can score a lot of points. The problem is he's slow, man. He's like slow and stiff, man. He's not fluid, man. So, that's what I see. I like RJ Barrett. Don't get me wrong. I like RJ Barrett, but he's not a 3. Simple as that, he's a 2 guard. He plays like a 2. He plays defense like a 2. He doesn't play like a 3. He's not physical enough to be a 3, man. And I keep saying it all the time. And guess what? We lost to Miami because we couldn't contain a 3. So, hey, if you don't want to listen and get Fiasco, Siakam, or bring in a stretch 3, somebody that can play like a Mikal Bridges, he's not that well of a defender himself. He played better defense than fucking RJ Barrett. He's a better basketball player. Got a better shot. I think he's bigger. And he plays smarter, man. I believe Mikal Bridges is going to be here. But then, like what I was reading, they're going to bring Donovan Mitchell and Joel Embiid here. Because they don't have enough money to bring Giannis here. They gotta probably get rid of Julius and RJ Barrett and another player to even clear some money. He probably still have to give up some money.
All right, and that's what it is, man. The birthday kid in the building on Real Talk with Nick, man.
Harlem born, I'm Harlem strong, and I'm Harlem all day long. Harlem forever, baby.
And that's what it is.